What's up guys, my name is Sumi and welcome back to Spyro the Reignited Trilogy. In the last episode we explored the first homeworld in Avalar, Summer Forest a little bit, and beat our first new world, Colossus. In this episode we're going to enter the other world, Idle Springs, and get the ability to swim. So let's hop right into it.
Hello there, Spyro. Would you like to learn to swim underwater? I suppose I could teach you for a small fee.
Still such a douchebag, but sure.
Great. Okay. When you jump in the water, you can use your left stick to move around the surface. Use the charge button to dive underwater. When you're underwater, use the jump button to paddle and charge button to charge.
Alrighty, let's give it a try. And down we go. And as we can see, there are going to be a lot of things hidden underwater, bottles, gems, and other collectibles, as we'll see right now. Yeah, we'll go see that right now, without further ado. So we're going to have to go back to where we started when we first entered Summer Forest. And this will be the last time we will be coming over here. As of right now, we're going to have to go back to Glimmer later when we get the ability to learn how to climb. Also, before I started the recording, I noticed that I missed 2 gems over here. So I just went and picked those up, so if my gem counter's a little off, that is the reason why. As I was saying, there'll be many things hidden under the water, and if we go down right here, we'll find some bottles and gems, and a hidden cave that we wouldn't have been able to access before without the ability to swim. Let's see, make sure not to miss anything this time. God, this looks so cool compared to the PlayStation 1 version. And again, it is a lot better looking than the PlayStation 1 version. Alrighty, up here on the steps we will find a hidden orb. There'll be many of these throughout the homeworlds of Avalar, so we're going to be sure to pick those up. So there we go. That'll be our 7th orb. And without further ado, let's head straight into Idle Springs. Aw, poor guy. All he wanted was love. And that guy's an idiot.
The idols we were carving have come to life. They've locked us out of our temples and stolen our food.
So it's time to get them their food back and back into their temples. But before we do that, we're gonna go underwater with that new ability that we just got. Because otherwise, we would have had to come back here a second time and not... we wouldn't have been able to get these in our first trip. Come on. No, this is just the day of bad... This is just my day for controls. Oh man, this isn't gonna bode well. Hopefully it'll go a little better. Yeah, nah, it doesn't look like it. Oh boy. So here we go. Did I miss anything? Yes, I did miss anything else. Or something else. Not anything else. Now I don't think I missed anything. So again, we have another underwater cave. Head straight up, and we'll find some gems along with, if I can get around to it. Boom! An orb challenge. Let's see what this guy wants.
I've been locked in here with all our tools, and the giant idol heads won't let the workers in unless we can solve the 3 puzzles they've given us. The first puzzle is to turn all these blocks yellow. If you have trouble, come back and talk to me.
So there's our orb quest, or orb challenge, whatever you want to call them. We have to complete 3 tasks for these guys in order for them to get their tools back. So this puzzle looks a little complicated, or at least it was for me when I was a child. Very simple, actually. You just go to the 4 corners. If I could actually make the jumps. Boom, and boom. And there we are.
Oh, Spyro, you did it! I knew you could do it. Now, meet me at the pond for the next challenge.
Thanks, asshole. Didn't believe in me from the start. But yeah, I wouldn't I could not tell you guys how much that puzzle gave me trouble when I was a child. Oof. And so, as we see here, because he was in our way, if we flame the idols that are blocking the doors, the workers will go ahead and open up the next areas for us. But again, we'll not be going over there because this guy has our second task for us to complete for these idols.
This idol says he's hungry and won't be satisfied until he's swallowed 10 fish. He's got a sensitive stomach, so watch what kind of fish you feed him.
So we are not able to feed him a certain type of fish, which would be redfish. I kind of miss the sound they used to do in the old game. It was whenever you would feed him fish. Also, if you do end up feeding him a redfish, it will detract from the total fish that you have by 3, I believe it is. So, just be patient and take your time, and you'll be able to do this real easy. Hello, Sparks. Just need one more. There it is.
Okay, Spyro, just one more puzzle to go. I'll meet you over by the colored stones for your final challenge.
There we are. And those are going to be a bit further into the level, so as of right now, we can make some progress. I just love how those little guys have the dinner plates as shields and shish kebabs as their weapons. I also love the flaming hot dogs that these guys have. That was pretty neat. There we go.
Those metal shields are making enemies invulnerable to your flame attack.
Again, Zoe, just telling us stuff we already need to know. Or I've already explained. She was going to tell us that we need to charge the guys with the metal shields in order to kill them. Again, it's a little bit of a running theme with the early levels of Spyro telling you things you already know, but there isn't much more, if I remember correctly. That's, like, stupidly obvious or already known to the player at this point. So. Again, you couldn't have a key, you just need to smash the lock with a hammer. There we go.
To aim the camera left or right, use the right stick.
You could do that, or if you're on the Xbox like me, you could use the left and right trigger if you configured your controls that way. And I believe for the PlayStation, it is R2 and R2 and L2 if you've configured your controls that way. It makes it feel like it's a little bit, well, not feel, but it makes the controls act like it's from the older version of the game. So here we are, last challenge.
In the correct order, you will solve the puzzle. I only know what the first one is. It's up to you to figure the rest out.
I don't remember this one off the top of my head. I believe since this one has a star, the bottom of this one has to be this one, is it? Or not?
Let's start.
Oh boy. Okay, maybe it's the star on top then. Yeah. And then base bottom with the octagon. I don't feel like counting it right now. So then that one's that. I believe it's the orange one after that, since it's orange. Okay, and then we've got the other moon. And finally, our last one. And with that, we've saved their tools.
Spyro. You're pretty smart for a dragon. All I have to give you is this shiny thing I found in our toolbox.
And we will gladly take it. Boom! First orb in Idle Springs. Unfortunately, that did bring us to the beginning of the level again. And we will return here one more time because there's a chest. Actually, let me show that real quick. There's a chest right there that we are not able to blow up yet. So we'll be getting access to that in just a minute. And let's see, this is where we were before, and here's the end of the level. Like I said, we were right there. And let's talk to the foreman.
You're pretty tough. If you ever want a permanent job, we've got a place for you here. But for the moment, I want you to have this talisman.
Thank you. Oh, he's making a face at me. Come on, you couldn't just give me a regular talisman that had an idol with it without making a face at me? You know, I just saved your guy's ass. There we are. Alright, on to our second orb challenge before we go blow up that chest. Aw, man, he doesn't do it anymore? So whenever you would flame this guy in the old version, he would go like, ooga ooga!
It's fabulous to see you, Spyro. Now that the supercharged power-up is active, you can charge through the pedestals and send the dancing hula girls over here to help me.
And there we go. This is going to be interesting. I am not very good with the supercharged power-up. But, Jesus, I can't even get the first one. At least I didn't lie to you guys and say I was not good with it. Oh, god damn it. So he will reset them if you don't get them all in one go. Ah, you're kidding me. So close, yet so far. No! God damn it. Fuck. You... Fucking asshole. There we go. Finally. Jesus. I hate this part of Idle Springs so much.
Look at that. The hula girls' ring dance blew up that idol like a Roman candle. Now I can pursue that dancing career I've dreamed of. Take this orb. It could help you go places.
And that is our final orb in Idle Springs. And I believe, yeah, those are the last gems over there, so let's continue to see the rest of the level, which is actually a pretty cool way to get back to the beginning for that chest. At least I think so. So we go over here, we see those baskets are over here, so we're actually going around the main course of the level, which I always thought was pretty neat. A couple more baskets and loose gems. Oh, that would not have been fun if I fell right there. Yeesh. Ah, you son of a bitch, I see you over there. Damn it. And I missed it. Well, thank goodness we're going back to the beginning of the level. And here's that rocket I was telling you about that would allow us to open up that chest. Or, well, rather blow it up. In here, a few gems, and then yeah, a couple of them fell in the water. So, so it would have been an even bigger pain to come back here after we would have gotten the swim power up, or before we gotten the swim power up. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm losing my mind. Alrighty, now let's charge back to the end, and I believe there's only one more spot that we missed. and then we should have all the gems and be able to exit the level. Again, a little bit of a short level, but it could be worse. Ow. Yep. And here are those remaining gems I was talking about. And yep, right over there. And there we are, 400. 100% level complete. There we go. And now let's return home. Oh man, that's awesome. He's just chilling with him now. Just having a good old cookout, you know? Well, with that, our second world of Idle Springs is done. We would have a lot more money too if Moneybags wasn't such a douche. But that looks like it's excuse me. Again, I'm losing my mind. I can't talk today. So, with that, I think we're going to call it an episode here. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.